All right, bro.
I'm blind to the bullshit.
Let's get right into it. What's the first topic? What we talking about?
So look, let's get into it right now. We're what? How many years out of high school? I'm 25, so
Damn.
I don't even know how.
Sounds sad
we're,
saying
we're,
it.
we're bad. We're bad on math, low key at this podcast.
Like 7, bro.
7 some years. 7 years.
7, yeah.
Okay. So the first topic is, now that we've been out of high school for 7 years, we wanted to just kind of touch on the relationships that we've had in high school, maybe, or the types of relationships that are in high school, whether they're romantic or just friendships, and how as people we grow and we go through phases and we evolve. And is that okay? Or what is what is the problem with that? And so I'm gonna pass that off to the homie Irving. And what's your take on that?
Well, honestly, most of the people that you're really close with in high school are not who you're gonna be close with after. It's just life. There's gonna be those people that are, even if you don't see them forever, it's still the same bond. But you outgrow people. People's mindset does not change. They continue on the bullshit, and some do better. For me, at least, a lot of people I grew up with or in high school, they already have families, kids, et cetera, and it's like a whole different life that I'm currently living. And it's okay. It's okay to outgrow people, It's part of life. It's gonna always happen. You might have a really close friend, and 10 years from now, whatever it is, you barely even know them, and it happens.
Are you saying that having children early on, and now that you don't have children, is that you outgrowing them because you don't have children?
It's not outgrowing them as a person. They might be growing their own way. I'm growing my way. It's just we have different lives, you feel me? I can't be hanging out with them or trying to force them to be out with me doing my stuff when they got a whole family to raise and they got their stuff that they got to take care of, which is 100% okay. That's what you choose and that's what you're going with. I ain't judging nobody, but it's just a different life, and I can't, you know how it goes. Like, we can't be out doing my thing with them when they gotta be at home taking care of their
kids,
their family.
Like
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's different lives,
That's
and
true.
we cool. Some of them are cool, and some of them, it is what it is.
How I feel about it is, like he said, there's some people that were in high school. I would say that it's kind of crazy because there was like a couple of phases I kind of look at it. Like, you're right out of high school, and then once you get out, you're kind of friends with everybody still, you know what I mean? And then people go to college that first year, and then from there, there's a little separation, but people are still coming home for the holidays, and people haven't necessarily figured everything out. So everybody's kind of still together. But as maybe another couple years progress, those are those other friends, that you might have just hung out with because you had the same lunch, or when you get out of high school, you guys are still going to parties and house parties, or our era was a lot of house parties. So you're doing a lot of house parties, and so you're what I mean, you're still with all these people and seeing all these people. So it feels like you're connected, but in reality, like, you're really not connected to these people anymore, And so once they start to go a year to college, and then their second year, they meet people wherever they are, and then maybe the times that they come back start to lessen and lessen and lessen, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And then from there, they break off, and then that's kind of that phase. And then you have friends that you've been, friends with forever, you know what I mean? That even if you guys don't see each other, because I feel like a lot of homies that I have, I don't see them because of our career choices, you know what I mean? Like, we're at an age right now where everybody's trying to get it. So hanging out all the time, and
Can't be doing it.
you can't really be doing that. Like, when we were in high school, we could pull up on each other on a Wednesday or something out of work and be like, all
Play
right,
video games all day.
yeah, whatever, But when you get to a certain age and you have more responsibilities, you can't really see people as much as you used to, And I think that real friends understand that, you know what I mean? And we obviously become more low maintenance of friends as we get older, because it's kind of like, I don't need to see you every day, and quite frankly, I don't want to see you every day. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I don't want to see nobody, every day. Besides my girl. That's it. And
Sometimes.
sometimes even that is like shit for real. But you get what I'm saying? I don't want to see you every day, and I should have the right not to want that. So I think there's that, and then there's some other friends where, like, you guys are kind of really close knit, or whatever the case may be, and you still break off due to differences and, like you said, careers or growing. But I think the biggest thing when we talk about outgrowing relationships in from your childhood years is that outgrowing is not a bad thing at all. And there's some people who I think it's hard for them to let go of their ego somewhat and understand that, like, you know, we could have been friends at a point in time, or we could have been, you know what I mean, whatever. But at a point in time, do you want somebody to stay around if they don't fuck with you, or not even if they don't fuck with you, but they just got a new friend group, their interests are different, whatever the case may be? Why hold somebody back from that because you want them to remain your friend?
Life change, people change, feelings change, people outgrow each other, and it's cool. It's all good, all love.
Like in this culture, we have a day one. You know, I feel like that's became this thing. Day one, day one, day one, day one. And while I do think there are some day ones, a lot of us, no, really think about it. We all have day ones. I got day one homies. They know who they are. Like I've been rocking with them since day one.
Elementary type stuff.
I'm not really talking about like.
It's funny because like
that.
When you say day one, it literally describes day one. The first day you were here, you didn't have nobody with you.
You get what I'm saying? There's that, and not only that, then there's like, okay, so at what point does day one expire? Like, bro, you could be the day one homie, but if you're not doing anything, or if we're not meshing, then why keep sticking around? Or if niggas is you know what I mean, sticking you behind your back or whatever the case is. Pause. I didn't mean to say dick. I didn't mean to say dick. If niggas are sticking you behind your back and backstabbing, because they're your day one, you're supposed to take this sort of disrespect. You know what I mean? You get to a certain age when respect is everything as a man. Like if you're not respecting me, you got to get the fuck out. You get what I'm saying?
But like think about how we came up together. Like disrespect was our everyday, bro.
Yeah, when you're young, you're cracking jokes, you're doing all these types of things.
That's playful disrespect.
And I really do think that
how do you playfully disrespect somebody?
Because you know who to disrespect. Like you ain't gonna go around saying it to someone you don't fuck with like that. Like funny shit.
But
that's true.
I'm talking like growing up disrespect is some other type stuff. You know, doing some shit behind your back that's foul, blah blah. That type of disrespect, not tolerated.
I'm just saying in general. You know what I mean? Like as in if that person, you know, if you guys aren't meshing, like I said, or whatever the case may be, why continue the relationship on? Day one is like sounding like you're enslaved to this person or to these people because of, you know, maybe maybe they helped you out in a fight or some shit. Like, you know, we've been through everything together, but that's the problem with relationships these days, friendships and relationships, is that people trauma bond. So we go through traumatic things together. That makes our bond closer. And that is the part that I hope that people start to shift away from. We can definitely become friends and gain a relationship that's strong without having to experience traumatic things. You know what I mean? Because that's what everybody seems to bond on is negativity and trauma for some people. You know what I mean? We've been through these things and such and such. So that's why we're rocking together. But I don't know. That's my perspective.
Point blank, people change and it's cool. It's all right. Move on. Life moves on. We chilling. And right now that we're talking about a little bit about this high school stuff, let's talk about